What's up, doll collectors, hobbyists, fab, some besties? I'm Toya, an adult doll collector. Welcome to my miniverse. Y'all, mini brands and these launches lately have just been drop after drop after drop. We've got mini brands create kawaii bouquets that we checked out a few videos back and made a little stand for them. Then there was Kawaii Kitchen, serving up food for the dolls. Mini Brands Really Works Vinyl, serving up music in the dollhouse. In our video, we made a stand for the record player. And I just posted a video on the Magic Cook Kitchen with running water when I saw a new collection of minis. Zuru Mini Brands Spaces Collection. It looks like a kit that we can assemble to make a miniature room. I saw a couple of different spaces to choose from, priced at $39.99 each. There was a bakery, a bar, a fast food place, and an ice cream shop. On the back of the box, it says there are 5 to collect, and it shows that they are stackable. Looking at the size of the hand to the room, we know that this is a small space. Aw man, but it's giving kind of a Roll Life vibe. MGA's Miniverse also has a mini space called Make It Mini Spaces, where we can make and stack miniature rooms as well. I think these were $20 to $25 when they came out. You can now find them for about $15. These mini rooms are pretty common. One of the OGs is My World. They were a good size for Chelsea-sized dolls, and Pop Mart's Peach Riot. And we can currently find the brand Sweet Spaces in stores with stackable rooms that are really small, but you can change the wallpaper, buy accessory packs, and use with 3-inch figures. I thought this space was pretty cute and ended up DIYing a larger one for our 12-inch dolls. The leaves took forever, but it was so worth it. But now I want to know, is the Zuru Mini Brands Spaces collection, priced at $39.99, worth the price? I got Baker's Haven Bakery. The box has a black background with a picture of the product on the front. It says 8 and up on the box, has 109 pieces, but it definitely feels like this is being marketed with older collectors in mind. Let's take everything out of the box to see the scale. Inside, we find several plastic bags. They are numbered. There are booklets, one for the battery, and the other has instructions on how to put it together. There's a list of all items included. There are paper products, stickers, cardstock backdrops, and adhesive dots. We also get plastic tweezers and an electrical unit. According to the instructions, we should start with the appliances and furniture. The instructions have pictures and seem pretty easy to follow. Everything just kind of snaps in place. We do a little wiring, which is cool because I think that means the stove is going to light up. I have to be careful when putting things together. It's a little bit of a challenge to take things back apart. I do like these realistic colors though. Make sure to remove the film on the black plastic before closing it in the door. Add the racks and the trays, then handles on the outside. There's a bakery sale sticker we can add to the top. I put mine on cardstock and then I'm using poster putty to attach it to the top. Then assemble flowers. The flowers are perfectly Barbie sized, by the way. And we got some bread that goes with this, a cream colored hutch with brown handles. The whole time I'm putting this together, I'm thinking it would be nice if this was 1/6 scale. I mean, look at that. There are little cup hooks. Attach these 2 pieces together. It has little feet that go on the bottom, cabinet doors, drawers. There are cups to hang on the hooks. We have a little container of black tea. Use one of the adhesive dots on the bottom. Remove the film, then place it on the counter. We have 6 trays that we can add stickers to for the name of the bakery. Then add the bread, and it's good to go. We have 2 furniture bags left. I think this or these are going to be the display. We have cabinet doors and teeny tiny knobs. Be careful. If one goes flying across the room, it might be difficult to find. Did that just happen to me? Yes. Did I spend 30 minutes looking for it? Yes. because we don't get extras, so don't lose them. Once the doors are on, we can add the bottom and push that together. It is finished all the way around, and we add a sticker to this side. Then assemble the top. There's a shelf and sliding doors. We need to take this paper rectangle and attach it to the bottom counter with those little sticky dots. Then attach it to the glass display. When we flip it over, that looks pretty good. Add a sticker to the window. Add the baked goods to the trays we made earlier. Here's the donut with a Barbie, in case you were wondering. There's a rack for tongs. Assemble the small paper boxes by folding on the lines and tucking in the tabs. The paper is pretty thin. It feels like a lightweight cardstock. Add the last few stickers to the signs. Begin placing all of the items inside the case and on top, using the sticky dots to hold everything in place. Then put the clear display on the stand, and the mini accessories are done. Now let's clear the land and get started on that bakery. Lay down the base, connect the walls, attach them to the floor. That's feeling pretty solid. Add the marble floor. Before we do, let's add an adhesive dot, then push the floor in place. I used a few more to make sure the corners didn't come up. Take the wall with the menu and put it on the side. There are 3 holes that line up. Take the light up sign, run the wire through the center, and attach the sign to the wall. Then on the back, we have to take the wire and go in through the hole at the very bottom corner. It's going to come out on the other side behind the wall. So this part is a little tricky. Once we get the wire through, we line it up with the little tiny notch right there. Pull the wire through the hole next to it and fix the paper wall. Then on the back of that wall, we go up above the A, come out the other side, then go back through. There is a little gap with the paper now, so I guess we could use a little sticky dot to help hold that in place. Then cover the other wall and the oven. Again, we have to run the wires all over the place. Add the back cover, plug the plugs into the electrical box, then push it onto the wall. Plug in a power source. I turn on the light, lighting up the sign and turning on the light in the oven. That's kind of cool. And we get a cable to attach different units. Add the outside wall cover, which is a little storefront. I like that we have an outside view. Add the hutch and the display, the flowers, and the sign. We get a support beam that we can add onto the corner, then add the roof to complete Baker's Haven Bakery. This wasn't too difficult to put together. The footprint is a little under 6.5 inches on both sides. The tallest point is 7 1/4, and the walls are hitting at about 5.5. I like the working lights. The wiring was a little tedious, but I got through it. I like the details. It's larger than Sweet Spaces, smaller than My World, and smaller than MGA's Miniverse Make It Mini Spaces. And I just realized I put this on upside down. This is supposed to be the top. I like the realistic vibe of mini brand spaces. If I want a doll or figure to fit in this space, I think it's too large for Calico Critters. The height of the stove could work for a Chelsea doll. However, the room might be a little short. The height is a little better with Peach Riot figures, and since I'm kind of a fan, that totally works for me. But Mini Brands does have miniature dolls about to come out that are 4 inches tall. It will be interesting to see if they are compatible with these rooms. I printed out the picture from the Amazon listing because I have to know now. It's about 4 inches, so let's cut her out so we can get an idea of how it will look in this space. This printout is looking a little short. Here it is behind the counter. It might work, but we really have to see it in person to know for sure. I am pretty excited about these mini dolls and started looking around for other rooms that might fit them. I found Yes Space online. This is a cat living room. They also had a milk tea shop, and like the mini brands, everything just snaps together. We use sticky dots. and stickers. No glue is needed. It has pretty decent details. Some of the books are a paper box and some are plastic wrapped with the sticker. But so far, the scale with our paper cutout looks pretty good. But the footprint of this room is smaller at 6.5 by 5 inches. I paid $29.99, so it was $10 less. But I'm liking the vibe. It has a cute style, and it has an overhead light. The walls are close in height to the bakery, if you don't count the roof. So this might work as a space for the dolls, but we won't know for sure until we get the actual doll. And this one does have a front cover. It attaches at the corner, so it can swing open and closed, keeping dust out. But if this scale is not your vibe, we have made quite a few box rooms and nooks over the years. Here's an office we made using a picture frame. We can take a few photos of our dolls and have a place to store and display them. We made this project in a Versus video a few months back. And we made this book nook that can fit on a bookshelf for our mini brands books. I even found these little carts online to hold more books as our collection grows. So when I sit down to read, the dolls can too. I love making these little small doll spaces that are easy to store. But let us know what you think in the comments down below. Would you like to see more mini spaces for 1/6 scale and or smaller dolls? And if mini brand spaces is a buy or pass? Thank you for joining us while we checked out a few minis. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram and YouTube at MyFroggyStuff and Bella of MyFroggyStuff on Instagram. And we will see you next time. Bye!